Hi, this is David again, and in this video I'm going to go over the settings of CloakWise to help you to set up your links. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is the categories. Now the reason we're going to look at categories first is because during the link creation process you're going to be asked for a category, and you can't go back and create a category halfway through managing a link, so it's probably easier to create a few to start with. So if we go down and click the category manager, you'll notice that when you start you don't have any categories available. Okay, so think about what kind of categories you're going to be using. For example, you might have my products, if you have some of your own. Okay, so I've added a few categories there, and I click done. Okay, so now you can see that I have some categories in the categories box. Okay, next we're going to look at the general settings when setting up a link. Okay, let's look at the settings for CloakWise then. Alright, so first of all, from the top, select mode. Now simple mode, if you just click that, it takes away a few of the options. If all you need is to create a link and cloak it, then simple mode is all you need. Advanced mode gives you a few more options, so we're going to use that because it includes the two that you get from simple mode. So link name is something that you're going to get, as I said, at the end of the link itself. Alright, so think about this. What you're wanting is something fairly short, and again it gives you a guide if you put your question mark, if you put your mouse over the question mark. Only letters and numbers without spaces because it's going to be actual part of a domain name. I personally just use lowercase letters because if you use capitals it is case sensitive, so you may forget exactly where you put the capital letter, so I always just tend to leave it at lowercase letters just to make sure. Alright, so link name. So for example, I'm going to use one of my own products called the Simple Video Dash, and if I'm going to give somebody an affiliate link for that, I'm just going to use SVD as the link name. Alright, the affiliate link itself, that's my own vendor link from Warrior Plus, and it doesn't need to be an affiliate link, it can be any link that you want to track. I know it says affiliate link there, but just whatever link you want to track. If you want to know how many people you're sending to a specific link, you can make yourself up a link in CloakWise. Page title is going to be whatever you want to read up at the top here. So I might want to say deliver video courses. Right. You want to think of something a wee bit more imaginative, I would suppose. Hot page text. If you want to create a hot page with this product on it, what do you want the link text to say? So let me just fill this in quickly. Okay, so my hot page text, new software allows you to deliver video courses in a single file. If I wanted to use a banner image, I could do so by pressing the button here. Now category, this is why we created categories beforehand, so that I can select it. So it's one of my products, so I can select a category there. And link type, cloaked or uncloaked. Now you need to make sure you keep within the terms and conditions with whatever site you're using. For example, ClickBank don't allow you to send cloaked links. Okay, so make sure you're familiar with whether you're allowed to or not. For the demonstration I'm going to use cloaked links, but I'm going to be deleting this anyway, I'm not going to be actually using it. Alright, so I just want to show you. So if I click create link, cloaked link created successfully, and if I go down the bottom you'll see that I have SVD, and that's the actual link that I'm going to be sending people to. No hits at the moment, and these buttons here, the X means delete the link, R is for reset hits, E is for edit, S1 means that you can share the cloaked link in social networks, and S2 shares the raw link, this one here, with social networks. Okay, so that's what the buttons are for. If you need a reminder, there they are. So let's look at the cloaked link and what the settings have actually done. So if I hover over it, you'll see down at the bottom left we have cloakwise.com/resources/SVD, and that is the link that I'm going to be giving people to click or to put in my email or whatever. Okay, so if I click that, it'll open up a new file. You notice because it's a Cloak link, I have my own link instead of the Warrior Forum link. Up at the top, I've got Deliver Video Courses instead of the Warrior Forum text up at the top. Let me quickly show you what happens if you do an uncloaked link. I'm going to put it in another category just to show you, so it's tools, and let's make it uncloaked. As soon as I do that, you notice that the page title gets changed to red. That means that it's not going to make any difference what's in there, it's not going to show up anyway. So let's create the link. Okay, so my link SVT2 has been created successfully. Notice as well that I've got one hit on the SVD link. Let's click SVD2 and it shows, again, I can give that link to people in my email or on my webpage or whatever else. It's just that when they click it, now it's got the Warrior Forums web address, Warrior Forums, actually that's the title of my post, so that's fine, but that's it uncloaked. Okay, let me go back and refresh the page. You'll see that each has one hit. Let's reset the hits using R. Okay, so I've reset the hits for SVD. Okay, so those are the basic settings. Once you have quite a few links up, you can look and you want to find one, you can search for it now. So if I wanted to search for SVD, I would click in there. It only comes up with the one. Now notice that there's loose match and match case. If I do the same search with loose match, it'll look for everything that's roughly the same, and it should come up with both of the domains that I've cloaked. Next we're going to look at hot pages. Hot pages is one of the best features of CloakWise. It means that if you have a lot of links that you've made up and a lot of categories, then you can create hot pages of all the links in a particular category. So to create a hot page, simply press the Create Hot Page button. Okay, and you're taken to the hot page creation. So the background colour is the part out with the main page. So if we just click that, let's make it a nice red. Okay, page colour, that's the part inside here. Let's make that a yellow. It's not going to look pretty, but it's just for example. Now the start date and an end date, that's if you want to make a hot page of all the links you've created during a certain time period. For example, if you wanted to do links that you created during the month of April and call it April's Offers, click on the calendar, select your first date, click in the calendar, select your end date. Okay, and that will show during that one time period. If you just leave them blank, then it will show all the links that have been created in that particular category since uploading the script and today. Okay, so I'm going to leave it blank because I've only created the two. Now, categories, you can choose either all categories, only the ones under my product, or any of the other categories. And you can select one or all of them. Okay, it's up to you. If you want to select them all, you can either just tick them all or tick all categories. So I'll leave it all categories. Page file name is what I want to call the hot page. So because both of my links go to Warrior Special Offers, let's just call it WSOs. And again, if you have a wee look at the question mark, you'll notice that you don't need to put the PHP at the end of it, it's just what you want to call it. And remember, it's going to be as part of a URL, so make sure that there's no spaces or special characters. Okay, so just keep it to numbers and letters, you'll be fine. Page title, what do you want in the top? Same with WSO offers. Page description is for the search engines. Okay, so have a wee think about it first. I'm just doing this for an example. Okay, so do you want a header and do you want a footer? Okay, so if you go for a gradient, first colour and last colour, and the text colour. Okay, I'm not going to actually put a picture up there. Do you want to put a header image up? Okay, if you do, then it's going to be a URL, so it has to be online anyway. Alright, so just put the URL into this box and press check, and it will tell you whether it's a correct URL or not. Okay, gradient footer. Now you have some options here. You can reverse the header colours or copy them. Right, again I'm going to put no for the moment, and if you want to upload a footer image, that's fine. Just use the URL for it. Full URL with the HTTP. Remember, you can look at the question mark if you get any problems. Okay, so the pre-links text goes in here. Now you have the HTML tags, so you can choose the colour of the writing. Bold, italic, underline, H1, H2 or H3 tags. Just remember, probably what's best to do is to type it first of all. So type the text, highlight it, and then start doing your changes. So you can make this header 1, okay, and it puts the tags either side. If you just press it without doing that, then it just puts the two tags like that, and if you do that, you need to start typing in the middle of these two. Okay, so if you're going to do anything, highlight first and then press the tag. Okay, so that's the pre-links text. Post-links text, or whatever you want to put. Okay, let's make that H3 and underline that again. Oh, see what I've done? I forgot to highlight it again, so it's put the two tags like that. It's not going to work unless you highlight it and then press it. Okay. Link list width. Try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, and that's going to be how much of the box actually takes up. So the default's 90%, so you can take it down. So let's take it down to 70%. Use link boxes. Do you want to put a box around each of the links? Let's do that, and you get a lot more options. How much of a border do you want? Set 0 for no border, but you've just pressed yes, so let's have a 2 pixel border. You've got solid, dash, dotted or ridged. Let's make it ridged for fun. You play about with this. Put a slight curve on the corners, and if you leave it at 0 you get a square border. Do you want a drop shadow in the boxes? Let's go for yes. Link border colour, so remember what colour was the page itself. It's yellow. Let's make the border colour red. And link back colour. I just want to show you the differences here. Let's make it blue. It's not going to look very pretty, but I just want to show you it. Now, hot page text will be automatically used if you have put it in when you were creating the link in the first place. However, if you haven't put any hot page text in when you were creating the link, it'll use the page titles, which is fine. If you don't want to use the page titles, then just click no for that. Smart Space will notice whether you've got a capital halfway through, or like, see if I've got CloakWise here, I've got the capital W. Smart Space will insert a space between the K and the W for the hot page text. Okay, and that's all we need to do. So 3 options down the bottom. You can either grab the raw links, grab the HTML if you want to put it into another website, or you can just write the hot page from within CloakWise. So just click that and see what happens. Okay, so there's my hot page, wsos.php created. Okay, so I can view it or share it. Let's have a view. It's not pretty. Okay. Unfortunately, I made the text the wrong kind of colour to see the text. Remember I said link back was going to be blue. That's the background of the box. The border was red and it was slightly curved. Okay. So anyway, that's the background. I showed you that. The page colour is yellow. Check back every week for more offers in my WSOs. I don't know if you can see that. This is an uncloaked version of SVD. This is usual version. Up the top, see my WSO offers and resources wsos.php. Alright, so that's how to make an incredibly ugly hot page. Obviously if you want to make your own pages you'll make them look slightly nicer than that. Just wanted to show you the various examples. Alright, let me just quickly show you. If you just want to grab a selection of your list, just come straight down, go to grab HTML, and that will give you something that you can paste into your web page. Okay, go back and grab raw links. If you want to just put them into an email, there you go. And that is the hot page text. Alright, so those are the features of CloakWise. If you have any problems, please feel free to get in touch with me, either through support or just reply to any of the emails that I send you to do with it. I always reply to emails, so feel free to get in touch. And I hope you enjoy using it. It's a fantastic tool and it'll make your life so much easier and keep your affiliate links secure.